All right, this is going to be a very quick video on how to make something like this. I'm not going to go through all the steps because, well, one, I'm pressed for time because I have to go pick up my class in a couple seconds. And I think that you guys can figure this out. It's not that complicated, but without further ado, how do you make something like this? So this is the finished product. I'll bring up my slides for it. So these are the slides. So all I really did was I took a little bit of time and drew a head, like a pumpkin head. And the rest of this is just a stick man. And I cut the stick man out. So I cut the stick man out on his body's one piece. His arms are 2 pieces. So I cut right here, and then I cut right here, cut right here, cut right here. This is his body. His head is separate also. His legs are in 2 pieces, so I cut here and here for his legs, here and here. And then that just gives me the ability to move him however or wherever I want. The hard thing with this is just keeping him together as you're moving it, so that way it doesn't move too much or move the way that you don't want it to move. So let's click through the slides and see. So that was my first picture. Second, so all I did is move the arm up. Third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7, 8, 9, and I think that's the last one. Nope, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. All right. So once I had it to this point, I didn't feel like putting it back together again. So, but what I could have done is made him, his head roll back in and then his body go back together. But I didn't do that. I ended just with him falling apart. So I'll quickly show you how I drew my stick man. Let me switch cameras. And after I show you how I drew my stick man, I'm gonna hope that you kind of have a good idea on how to make it. Because again, it's not that hard, not that complicated. Grab a paper from over here. If I got a clean sheet of paper, I don't think I do. All these papers are used. Maybe not this one. Yeah, all right. So I have this sheet of paper. And what I did was, I have green, hopefully you can see green. Just went, as usual with a stick man, I just made a circle. Put a little line here for his neck. That's gonna be his neckline. Then I have his body. I put a little line here. Let's just say this is his shoulders, just so I have a reference point. Then we have his arm. I put a line here. That's his elbow. And then his hand. Line, elbow, other part of his arm, hand. This is his hip, his waist, his hip, whichever one you want to call it. His leg, his knee. Oh, his knee's gonna be off. That's okay. The other part, his calf and his foot. Calf and foot. All right. So let's switch over to, no, we can't do that yet. We're gonna have to do his designs on his head real quick. Let me see if I got something here. Let's switch over to blue. So for his face, I just did a typical scarecrow or jack-o'-lantern face. So I said triangle, triangle, small triangle, and then it's like stairs, that's what I think of when I make a jack-o'-lantern mouth, is like stairs. It's like up, down, up, down, up, down, or down, up. Whichever way is easiest for you to think of it. I put like a little crown, so the letter M. I guess you can do more than the letter M on there, but I did the letter M. I'll do one more because I don't like the letter M. And then because I messed up, I'll do it on both sides. So that's what he's looking like now. Make sure I outline that. And then because he's a pumpkin, I put some lines on it. They don't have to be dark. So there, that's his pumpkin head. So the lines were darker. Yes, they were. Where's my marker? Okay. So the lines are darker on the other one. So this is where we're going to add our detail. So go and outline his head first. And I'm sorry if my hands are all up in the way. There we go. And I'm gonna put his neck separate. And then I'm gonna put his shoulders. And then for the body, I just so it's easier for me to cut out, I just made it like oval, like wider at the top, and then narrower towards the middle. And then I did the same thing for his arms, just made it big. Just make it like an oval, and just make sure you kind of, so like I kind of have too much, his arms are too much part of his chest, but that's okay. But just, you want to make it so it's easy for you to move and to cut out. So I messed up a little bit. This arm is better, but this arm is a little bad, but that's okay. Still okay. And then we got this part. Elbow. Hand. So that's good. Then his leg. Making it easy for me to cut out. And if you're going to do it like mine, you don't even need to cut his legs separate. All right. That would be pretty much it. So then you would go and cut him out. So when I cut mine out, I try to get the paper smaller first. And I just lost that piece of paper, that's okay. And I'm just gonna cut him out. So the hard part with cutting him out is to keep everything organized so you don't lose parts of them. That's probably, for some people, that's going to be the hardest part. For some people, not. And I'm doing a bad job of cutting it out, but I just want to do this really quick. So that way everybody can see. Almost got it. All right, so that will be like his body. And for time, that's going to be his head. Then you would go and cut the parts that you need. And this is, again, you're going to have to be careful keeping everything together. That's the hardest part with this. And I'm going to leave it like that for now. All right, so now you would just place it back sort of like in order. And then you would do picture. Once you have it to here, you can do picture. You can move his arms, and just got to just take your time to keep it all together. You can do like that, picture. Go like this, picture, and then go like that. Oh, you see I got it all moving now. Picture, and then it start to lift his head up. Picture, and picture. All right, hopefully that helps you out. If you want to do something like that, that's all I really have for that. If you do that, that's great. Make sure you, after you take your pictures, you put them into Google Slides, then put them into Tall Tweets, then post the download GIF file that you get from Tall Tweets to Google Classroom. I don't have a video for that yet. I'll get one. Hopefully I'll have a student do it and I can record theirs. But there is a video for how to post to Tall Tweets in case you forgot or don't know how to do that. So that is available. And that is going to be it for this video.